Mrs. Midnight, and today we're sitting because this video will be dedicated completely to you, answering the questions you've left me in the comments. Well, not all of them because there are too many, but I will be doing the first 10 for now. Of course, I already replied to the people that left me those comments, and I hope I was clear with my answer, but I still decided to do this video because I'm sure that more people has those same doubts, even if they haven't asked me yet. So what do you say if we start with the first part of answering questions about Hogwarts Mystery from my subscribers? Hello, I'm new and I've been watching your videos and excellent guides, and I was wondering if you could solve me two doubts quickly. Which one is the best attribute and which is the best bonus I can choose in classes? Coins, attributes, diamonds, energy, or animals food? Well, first of all, welcome to the channel and thank you. My guides are made with lots of love and I'm really happy that they've been helping you. And now back to your questions. First of all, regarding the attributes, I will tell you that none of the three is better than the others. The three are equally important because you never know which one you're going to need in order to give an answer in a conversation, in order to attack in a duel and not be penalized because the attribute is low. So I would tell you, try to keep them as balanced as possible. Maybe there's one of the three that you feel more connected to, that you feel more affinity with your personality, but regarding the game, you need the three of them for practical reasons. So the more even you can have them, the easier it will be for you to advance in the story. And regarding the prices, the simplest answer I could give you to which one is the best to pick is that it depends. What does it depend on? The one you need the most. For example, let's say that you still need to increase the level of some of your creatures. In that case, the creature food is probably the most useful item for you. But now let's say that you want to purchase something from the store. Maybe something that costs coins or diamonds or books. In that case, whichever unit you need to pay is the most urgent item for you. And if you're short in attributes or club points, then you should go for those. Regarding the energy that sometimes they offer you, for me, it's worth it if there's 9 or more units to go. But if they are offering you 1 or 3, personally I don't like it because it's something that I can get for free, like not doing absolutely anything, in 15 minutes. So for me, it's not worth it. Question: how do you unlock the romance screen? Because I have it with a lock. P.S. I love your video, 100% Merula. Well, first of all, thank you, I'm glad you loved the video, and totally agree with you. 100% Team Merula. Now back to your question, the romance option is available from 4th year on. So if you're younger than that, you're in 3rd year or before that, don't worry, you just have to keep playing, because before the 4th year, it's not available yet. However, if you're in 4th year or older and you haven't gotten the option yet, in that case you probably need to update your app. Remember that the romantic missions are temporary and that they come out whenever Jam City releases them. So if you don't have one currently, don't worry, it's just because there are none available yet. And regarding the dates that you can have in the courtyard or in Hagrid's garden, remember that Hagrid's garden is available from the 1st level of romance. But for a date in the courtyard, you need to have a 4th level of romance with whomever you want to invite. Thanks for the information. I have a question. Does anyone know how I can solve this or what I can do? In the chapter 6 of 4th year, in the mission of the Niffler, I get an error that says, need at least 2 params in preload play anime sequences, followed by a code. This appears, and I cannot go on. Help! Thank you! Okay, these messages are never normal. If it comes with a code, if it says error, if it's not letting you advance, or let alone all the above, you urgently need to contact technical support because it could be a bug or a problem with the software. That's the developer's responsibility to fix. And also, since these type of things are unpredictable and they can potentially make you lose your game, I strongly recommend you to synchronize your game with your Facebook account. This doesn't only let you play in other devices, but it also guarantees that Jam City will be able to recover your game if anything happens and you lose it. So especially if you're going to invest money, or let alone if you already did, synchronize it, because I don't want to tell you how mad you will be if you've invested money and you lose your game. Beautiful, a question. I'm in 2nd year chapter 1 and I want to increase my attributes by taking classes, but I don't have the option to take them. Okay, that is very weird because It's been years since I started the game, like I graduated from first year years ago, but I definitely remember that ever since first year, you are able to take classes. Because actually to advance in the story, like through the chapters, you have to finish the lessons of the chapter you're in. So, what I could recommend you, first of all go to the App Store and check if you don't need to update your app. Because it hasn't happened to me, but maybe in your case it's not working as it should, because it needs the update. If it doesn't need an update, or you already did it, then first of all synchronize your account to Facebook, don't forget about this, and once it's synchronized, uninstall the app and install it again. Don't forget to synchronize with Facebook first, because if you don't and you delete the app, all your progress will be gone. Thanks for the video. I was very angry because I wanted to take classes with the Professor of Transfiguration, but since I didn't have enough knowledge level, I couldn't choose the extra classes. I could only reject her. I'm very angry for having forcibly rejected her, because it had already happened to me, but luckily in the other occasions I didn't like the options. Question: could I repeat the options or not anymore? I'm barely starting to play and I don't know a lot of things about the game. Well, in this case I think I have some bad news, because there are some limited time events that you can repeat with the pages, like you can exchange pages to restart the event, but in this case no, because that conversation belongs to the main story. Remember that when it comes to Quidditch missions, optional missions, or the main story of Hogwarts Mystery, we only have one chance. And that's why it's very important to increase our attributes as much as we can and to keep them as balanced as possible. Because you never know which one you're going to need, and if the answer you want to give is locked, you won't get another chance to give it. I grouped the next three questions in one because they all have to do with the same doubt. Excuse me, is Charlie dateable? Because I had been told no, but here I understood yes. Oh, I hope he is, because he's the one I like the most. Your video and your channel are great. Thanks a lot for sharing this wonderful game. Hi, I love the video, but I have a question. How did you get to have a date with Charlie? Then I can't become Charlie's girlfriend? Somebody answer my question, please. No, sorry. And I really do feel bad because it's my fault that you think you can. I'm so sorry, guys, to everyone that watched my top of best romantic options in Hogwarts Mystery. When I did the video, I swear I thought that you could date Charlie, because I swear I have the vague memory that in Celestial Ball mission he was among the options. But clearly I was wrong, and I included him in a top where he shouldn't have been included. So to everyone that watched the video, I'm so sorry to have given you false hopes. Sadly, you cannot date any of the Weasleys. Ever since I had the adventure with Kiara in second year, I decided I would pick her as my date in all the following years. But I don't know, are there really many ways to interact with her romantically? Well, what happened with Kiara is that Jam City took a little long to include her in the romantic options, and therefore she won't be available for the first missions like Celestial Ball or First Date. But other than that, she's available for the Play with Fleetwig, the festival, the Valentine's events, and if Jam City releases a new one, she'll surely be in the options as well. Oh, and of course, she's also available for the dates, both in Hagrid's garden and in the courtyard. So if you like her a lot, you definitely should pick her, because besides, that way you learn more things about the character. Hi, does anyone know if I can date Morphe? Sadly no. Neither him nor any of our Quidditch friends are available as romantic options. Which is actually very sad, because many of them are really cool. Does anyone know how to learn Episki? Well, Episki specifically was part of an event, if I remember right, with McGonagall in second year, but it was taken away because it had a lot of bugs. So, Episki specifically I'm not 100% sure because I haven't found information on the internet, but for now what I can tell you is that all these spells that you use for dueling, either you learn them in the charms class or you get them as prizes in the dueling events. Before, this last thing was super hard to do because you could only fight twice, and then you had to wait for 7 hours for it to be available again, or to spend an absurd amount of gems. But luckily this is not necessary anymore, because now the dueling events work like the Quidditch ones, with tickets. And the best part of those tickets is that you can get them in classes, by feeding your creatures, or even as prizes for completing the daily missions. I am in a complicated position. I have 1 day and a few hours left before the mission Animagus finishes, and I just started third year. It asked me to have a high level in attributes, and I can. What do I do? Well, in this case, it all depends on how many points you need. If you need less than 2,000, I think it's very possible for you to get them by taking classes and buying items in the shop. However, if you need a lot more than that, if I were you, I would let this mission pass and take it as a learning that I need to keep my attributes higher. Because of course you may try to feed your creatures that love you, but the prizes they give are random and they may not even give you attributes points. And what I definitely do not recommend you to do is to spend big amounts of money to increase your attributes, because sometimes, even by doing this, you do not complete the mission. And I don't want to tell you how angering that is. And with this we finish today's video, but we still have a lot of questions to answer, so if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you do not miss when I upload the second part of answering Hogwarts Mystery questions from my subscribers. Mrs. Midnight loves you and hopes to see you next time. Mischief Managed.